Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Last lecture we talked about أحكام النون والميم المشددتين, and today inshallah we'll be talking about Al-Qalqalah. Al-Qalqalah is a very common ruling in the Quran or in tajweed. So first, what is Qalqalah? Qalqalah means vibration, and in our context it's the vibration of sound at the end of the pronunciation of a letter. And it is something between a still letter, so a harf sakin, meaning that it doesn't have any haraka on it, so there's no fatha, damma or kasra on it. So when do we do qalqalah? So there are only 5 letters, and these are the letters of qalqalah. They are qaf, qa, ba, jim, dal over here. Or they can be all summarized in one word, all these letters, the 5 letters, so that it can be memorized easier. And it will be 2 words. It's called qutbun jad. So qutb, jad. All these 5 letters that constitute these 2 words are the letters of qalqalah. So when do we do qalqalah? As you can see here, this note says that qalqalah is only pronounced when the letter is sakin. So what we said, remember that sakin meaning that it doesn't have fatha, damma or kasra on it. So let's say we have the letter qaf. So if it's sakin, meaning it doesn't have fatha, damma or kasra on it. So there's no qalqalah if it has any of that on it. But if we have a qaf here and it doesn't have anything on it, then that is a harf sakin. So that is symbolized in the Mus'haf or in the Quran with that symbol. Which is like a hat. In other books other than the Quran, it can also be symbolized with just a circle. Okay, so go into some examples of qalqalah. So here we have 3 different small categories of qalqalah, and the difference between them is only in how you actually do it or how you pronounce the qalqalah. So the first one is the weakest qalqalah, which comes when the letter of qalqalah is in the middle of the word. So like right here we have the dal is in the middle of the word, or the ta in the middle of the word, or the ba is in the middle of the word. So how we pronounce that would be like that. Sadarak. See how the dal doesn't have a fatha, damma or kasra on it, but is vibrated just at the end of the pronunciation of the letter. Sadarak. Or أطعمهم, or al-abtar. So this is the weakest form of qalqalah. Then we have a stronger form than that, which is when the letter of qalqalah is at the end of the word. So here we have the dal coming at the end. And we know that even though this dal has a damma on it or a fatha on it, or even it could have a kasra on it, but because it comes at the end of the word, if we stop at the end of any word, we never pronounce the tashkil or the haraka on the letter. So it becomes a silent letter, just because we stop at that word. So we treat it as if it was silent, if it was a harf sakin. So here we would do ahad, or as-samad, or hasad. And you can tell that here the pronunciation of the qalqalah is a little stronger than when the letter of qalqalah is in the middle of the word. And here we have the last category of qalqalah, which is the strongest. And here the letter of qalqalah is at the end of the word, So you have the jim or qaf or ba it came at the end of the word, and it also has a shadda on it. So there's a shadda, and it's the last letter of the word. And this we would have to make it a lot stronger than even the last two ones, or the last two categories. So here we'd say وَالْحَجَّ or الْحَقَّ or وَتَبَّ. And see how I stress the qalqala a lot more than if it's just at the end of the word without the shadda. So we can tell from these examples that al-qalqala is very common whenever we have any of the 5 letters of qalqala anywhere, and it doesn't have any harka on it, meaning it's a harf sakin. And remember that it can be sakin if it comes at the end of the word and we stop there, it becomes a harf sakin. So we would have to do qalqala for that. So this concludes this lecture on qalqala. Thank you for listening, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.